We've reached the catacombs. Watch your step. There are bound to be traps. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more undead, too. If you need some advice on dealing with undead, the Flaming Fist healer might be
I think
able
I
to
can
help.
manage it.
She's a priestess of Lathander, and knows a lot about how to deal with...
You are more than welcome in my sight.
Minor Arcana, caster level +1. That's not bad. I have a fairly good cloak though. But caster level +1 is significant.
There is death and danger here. Possibly destruction too. Maybe even drama. Oh no!
Not much I can do about the traps. Shadowed souls need to die first, otherwise everything will turn to shit. Right, this is gonna be a tough way to fight though.
Oh no!
Yeah. They have way too much ranged power.
I am wounded, but look at how I fight.
Yeah,
on.
the Shadowed Soul is basically draining life.
Oh no!
Yeah. I need to do something else against it. This just leads to my death.
At once.
We do have some spells. Maybe we could do range damage. Not sure what else I could even try. Don't have a huge amount of resources in that sense. Do they all attack if I just lure them out one at a time? That's not an option. The spirit hasn't arrived yet though.
Oh no!
There we go.
Oh no!
Also leave them there, I suppose. I think injuring the others is the key. It'll shift the AI from draining life from me to trying to support the other undead.
For justice!
Okay, I can't get anymore.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, it's a powerful close range life drain. It's not that powerful.
Wounded, but look at how I...
So keep your distance. Could also try initiating the fight by attacking it, then using the spells to or other attacks to kill it. It's not that durable, but still.
Oh no!
I suppose I can always summon reinforcements.
Oh no! Oh no!
And it escapes. Yep.
But look at
Just drains life, drains life, drains life, drains life.
there is death and danger here. Possibly destruction too.
Possibly.
Maybe even trauma. Oh no! Oh no!
I wasn't sure this actually has any chance of working on spirits.
Oh, get back here! I am wounded, but look at how I fight on!
It's not disrupting him well enough.
Run if you wish. You'll not get far.
Okay, these guys are actually fairly dangerous.
Oh no!
Yeah, I can't just rely on them not hitting me over. Web is probably our best chance. Okay, feel free to do something.
My magic fizzles.
Yeah, thanks.
My magic fizzles.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Too many magic fiddles.
Oh no! Charge!
Still, it's the web. Web is our key to success. Any good hit from them and I'm dead.
Only what you deserve.
Might be able to squeeze enough health from them though.
I am wounded, but look at how I fight on. Oh no!
They can still die at any moment.
Get back here!
It's really the weapon. They're so resistant to slashing damage that until you have better options, piercing is gonna work any better. I don't think they were two-handed crushing weapons. I suppose staff, but I don't have any skill in it.
I am wounded, but look at how I fight on!
Yeah, not great. Gotta use more blind. Shield Yeah, there's too many shields. Whips are good. I'm leaning toward Hold Them Dead over Fireball. Still, Fireball was useful, I can't deny that. I'll buy healing and rest to get the
You are more
spells.
than welcome in my sight.
For justice!
Okay, all the Flaming Fist guys disappeared. I'll take one Warhammer.
That symbol sure looks familiar. How about we keep moving?
The others go upstairs or they just disappear.
At once.
They're just fucking gone.
At once.
No, they moved forward. I don't care if this is a genuine one or not, I don't have inventory space for it. I think I have a couple of those skulls already. These would have stun type effects. I think I'm immune to them, so I'm not particularly worried. I'm fighting normally just to test out how much should I be worrying. Right, I'm not particularly good of a fighter, but I can still dodge most of it. Can't dodge the disease though. Maybe around 3 hits to kill a single opponent.
Charge! Oh no! Only what you deserve!
Right, I'm not in any real threat, under any real threat here. I mean, I have a huge amount of healing potions and all that. But it still takes quite a bit of time if I don't help with spells somehow. There's a zombie. Okay, zombies are fairly harmless, so we'll ignore that. It's blocking the more dangerous.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ah, I'm level drained. That's quite a bit more serious. We've used the zombies as buffers. We have enough reach to attack the units after the zombies, but they don't have enough reach to attack us. the wick. He has the level Dragonspear, but
Oh no!
right, the last dangerous enemy.
Oh no!
Not a good way to fight, I'd say, but it's you can achieve a lot by choosing a smart location to fight in. Limit the attackers to 2, and if you clear out the correct attackers, you can be only attacked by a couple of weaklings that basically need a critical hit in order to harm you in any way. So yellow. We need to get to the level of the terrain. I'm not sure if it will go away on its own. So I just got rid of it for free.
The braziers in here must be magical. The different colors really...
Oh no!
The armor might be worth some cash, but it's not useful. I don't have room for this. I have to have room for this. Right, that'll make my life quite a bit easier here.
I am wounded, but look at how I fight on!
Probably doesn't have too many charges, but on the other hand, it doesn't really need to have too many charges. Five is more than enough. I would prefer the Scorcher. I need a more defensible location. Oh shit.
Oh no!
This is not good.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Mephits will attack me with attacks that are guaranteed to hit. I need to reduce their numbers quickly.
Oh no! Only what you deserve! Oh no!
Location itself is fairly nice. I think I'm being attacked by like one small fire beetle.
Oh no!
So yeah, if I can clear that, that should be fairly well protected. Still, can I hasten this with anything?
You need me? Run Run if you wish. You'll not get far. I'm here to help. Charge!
Go level up.
Only what you deserve.
Okay, not bad. This is just taking too long. That's the biggest gripe I have about doing things this way. Still, I don't think fire would have been all that effective against any of these, so... Not like we had much of a choice this time. I suppose I can always summon extra summon creatures. It seems like a massive waste for something like that when there really is no threat against you. What are we looking at? A mage level up. Very, very valuable. Another 3rd level spell. Shadow, some sleeping guardians. Undead, I presume? The unsleeping guardian is likely the big problem we have.
Oh no! Oh no!
Level drained. Needed to die. Can't really guarantee that though. Let's try the Scorcher. I'm not sure if I can move with it.
Run if you wish. You'll not get far.
Wait, that's a level drain opponent.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I'm in deep shit now.
At once.
$2,000. Because of the level drain, I couldn't use my anti-undead spells.
Being a hero is hard work. Time to rest.
Right. So we need to light up the purple flame, and I think that's all we really need to do. Oops. That looked like a dangerous spell. Like instant death type of dangerous.
Hey, you feel a breeze? I feel a breeze.
I'm here to help.
Potential protection scroll from undead. That would be valuable. Ruby ring. I still think it's a cursed item, but there's the but. I think it's a sensible idea to rest now, then maybe drink some potions. It would free up inventory space. And they last for a few hours, so long enough. This is a wasteful spell. I'm never gonna cast it. Not sure why I bothered to learn it. So a couple of gems and potentially useful scroll. I don't think it'll be useful, but it's also fairly cheap to check that. Likely it is cursed. Shocking twist, it is cursed.
You have my greetings, faithful one.
Morningstar +1, decent damage, magical crushing damage. That's more or less what we want from this type of weapon. If we really have to beat the shit out of fairly good skeleton warriors, that's what we'll use. But I would still prefer to use the sword. We can effectively use the Morningstar only if we have them wept. Wonder what happens if you place a wrong one there. Not always guaranteed to be a bad thing. Be something interesting. Something valuable simply by doing the unexpected thing. I recall the temple this note speaks about. I totally forgot it though. The marks he has left behind number 3, 1, and 4. Find out more. Okay, if I have time, I shall also look into a hidden room rumored to have been constructed by Mask. The Lord of Shadows is cunning. The marks of he has left behind number 3, 1, and 4. No, it's definitely the one where the Temple of Ball has been taken over by Cyric's people. Make a note of it. I do have the knock spell, but I'd have to rest to use it. At the same time, I don't really have a reason not to use it. Just need to rest again after this. Useful potions. I don't have really any use for them now, though. We'll rest, then drink a lot of those potions and continue on. Shadowed Soul again.
But look at how I fight on!
I'm looking. Oh. Shadowed Soul isn't coming after us for some reason. Oh, I'll take that. And now comes that level.
No!
Life Drain.
All grows cold, and then silence.
Bowls. Always get rid of the Shadowed Soul. I need to shoot at something besides it. That way I can hit it with the Scorcher multiple times. For fuck's sake, someone stay and fight.
Oh no!
Without the webbing, this shit just isn't gonna hit. It'll kill that one.
Only what you deserve!
50% of damage is automatically negated because it's slashing. I sort of don't like this, not because it doesn't make sense, but because the system doesn't really handle this type of thing well. In a turn-based system, for example, if you would try to constantly run past enemies, they would get free attacks. It would basically... it'll work much better. Here, the first strike, visual strike I usually do, isn't actually any kind of a strike, it's just visual. So if the archer can move across me before I get the second strike. I basically don't do anything while he just walks past, and it's ridiculous. So, not exactly a terrible system, but at the same time it's not a good system either. Yeah, I'm not taking this. Just let me rest. Right. Soul spirit has to be taken care of first. How am I going to do it? Know where he is. Let's go with that one. No! It's all wrong!
No!
Yeah, now I'm gonna be locked into this.
No! I am wounded.
Yeah.
But look at how
Some of them are actually quite capable. I can't do it like that. It's way too dangerous.
at once. No! No!
Okay, what the fuck was that? Didn't work like normal. Maybe a target had magic resistance or something. Okay.
No!
Critical success.
No!
Critical. Pretty much dead, I'd say. So I can get a real heal. The blended skeleton is just too dangerous. The guys here will probably kill the skeleton. It can't see us. Right. I need to rest anyway, so I might as well spam spells at this. Okay, what else? Right. I need to rest to get the proper spells back. Then we'll start drinking some potions to clear up inventory. We don't need to heal, we can always just buy the healing. Yeah, I'm not doing this. Just a waste of my time. They're not worth anything. I can't get anything useful out of them. And chance of dying to them is pretty
I'm here to
negligible
help.
too. Just all a waste. Strength potion. Yeah, sure. Good armor class too. I can't sell anything here, so even though some of these items are very valuable, but it's still probably not worth it. Saving throws. I'd actually like to hold on to this one. Non-detectable cloak. It's largely rubbish though, so I think I'll dump that. Strength potion, not bad. Still, we don't really need this armor. It's just extra cash.
You have my greetings, faithful one.
Immunity to confusion, protect us against critical hits. Not sure if we need this. It's not exactly a bad thing. It's just we have potions that does the same thing. If the enemy has a lot of disabling abilities, sure, but I mean dispelling abilities, so we couldn't rely on temporary buffs. So we would need an item. Extra 2d4 points of slashing damage on a critical hit. There's nothing bad about it, but realistically, immunity to being wiped down, that's much more valuable now. I think we're done with the undead fights. Yeah, now comes the real problems. What do we want to kill? Doesn't particularly matter. I think the Berserker can do a lot of damage to us, so we need to take care of him quickly. He's also fairly easy to take down. Any kind of archer would be next.
Charge!
Simply because they're a pain to track down. Elite mercenaries after this. I think they have specialty arrows. At this point I don't think it matters anymore. Backstabbing one. Didn't even notice it before.
Oh no!
Follower of Servok.
Oh no!
My armor class was high enough that his backstabbing attempts all failed.
back here! Get back here!
2 critical fails in a row. 3 critical fails in a row. And a critical hit.
I have no more room for that. Dropped it.
Yes, you do. Have to do it the old-fashioned way. Bad fight. Golden Date and a wand that we can't use. Magic resistance lowered, really? Well, that's naturally not a good thing, but there's nothing attacking us here either, so... Shrug? Crusader pamphlet.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
We would not have necessarily had to fight these, but I don't really see why not.
Get back here!
Backstabbing son of a bitch. Come on, it's a thief, its armor class is terrible.
For justice!
Right, nothing amazing. Dark throwing son of a bitch. Burning skeletons. I think we have to, well... I was wondering, do we need to rest once at least before we can go with the final fight? Maybe not.
Run if you wish. You'll not get far.
Skeletal mage, that's not good. Let's try a crushing weapon.
Run if you wish. You'll not get far.
I'm trying to get rid of the damage dealers. The mage itself can be dangerous, but I don't think it's going to be that dangerous. So if I can get rid of some of the fighters and archers, I think I'll be safe here. Except when I'm knocked unconscious, so that's a bit of a problem. I was sort of hoping that my saving throws are good enough, so about that, but no. And now I'm webbed, because I don't actually have the sword that prevents webbing, right? Well, shit. Holy shit, this is a problem.
Only what you deserve.
At least its mage is down. Protection compression.
I have no more room for that. Dropped it.
Escape.
Oh no! Oh no!
Could have gone better, could have gone worse. Right, I don't think we really need to rest. Well, we don't need to, but it would aid us quite a bit.
I have no more room for that. Dropped it.
No need to pick a fight. Other half of the staff. It's probably where the guy himself is. Or maybe I could go up.
Oh no! I'm here to help.
Cobalt moss. Probably heal up. Looks like we have a fight incoming.
Run if you wish. You'll not get far. Only what you deserve.
We need to rest again. Bowls. Probably don't need the whole undead anymore. Right. Unsleeping Guardian. That's gonna be the problematic one.
My magic fizzles.
Yeah, it's gonna hit me with the magic damage constantly and there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh no! There is oh no! Run if you wish. You'll not get far. Oh no!
4,000. Alright, so the only really remotely interesting thing about this is the moss. Fair enough. I don't recall what you get from this. I do recall it being somewhat useful. Could be a simple item or something.
Hello again.
Experience, gold, and an item that we probably dropped. Orders from Colas. Ah, we got another wand of summoning. Okay. And I don't recall where the other staff end is. It's probably where the final fight for this place is. Probably. Not that it matters too much. It's somewhere here. If it's not in the final fight, it's somewhere else. We can find it. Not sure if it's all that valuable though.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
I think there were a lot of traps here.
Damn you. Damn you and all you defend.
We're gonna fight.
Everything was going to be different. Sarevok was going to change the world. I gave everything to his cause, and you destroyed it all.
Yep, that's me.
In cactus. Oh no!
I am defeated, as Sarevok was. He was going to change. Now all that is left is dust and ruin. I and my followers, I would have surrendered myself for a cell. I'll not accept death so easily.
I want to try to get her hit by a couple of these, but I'm not sure if that's possible. Couple mirror images removed first. No, she is not vulnerable to these magic missiles. Ooh, we'll do it this way then.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh noes. Still, where's the other staff piece? Ooh, auto speed. That's something we cannot leave here. Dump that. Doubles your attacks and it lasts for an hour or two. Yeah, double movement and attack rate. So since we actually do have the warrior class this time, that's gonna be very useful. And I need to rest again to just open this shit. But it matters at this point. Isn't it? Don't really want to waste potions of extra healing now when there's really nothing left here to do. Might be able to, you know, I need to give up something, if only temporarily. Maybe this. It's probably very valuable though, and we can always come back for it, I suppose. Potions are much more preferable to sacrifice than the items worth potentially thousands of gold. So. Still, job well done.
You did it! I knew you would! I wish I could've. I suppose so. Are you ready to leave now? The Flaming Fists and I are gonna
Level up. Well, if we get lucky, we might get another level up. We're doing most of the killing through the fighter level, so those would be much more valuable at this point. Later on, survivability depends entirely on the mage levels though. Just gems. I think we're gonna get it, because there's the mummy upstairs still, and we need something like less than 1,000 experience points. That's 4th level spell, which will be mainly protection from magic, I guess. Or low level spells. There are useful stuff there, but we don't have any 4th level spells, so...
You return, and all is silent
I have no
again.
more room for that. Dropped it.
I give you this.
Drop your keys in
As a
exchange for a
living
medium
man,
shield.
it was among my
not
most
a
prized
problem.
possessions. Now it is useless to me. Now return from whence you came, and I
Yep,
shall
we got the
return
level
once
ups.
more to my grave, to darkness, to dust.
Slightly better combat capabilities. Not super impressive though. But a 2nd and a 4th level spell. Don't have any 4th level spells, but another web, and we can sort of maybe mirror image though. It's for different type of environments. If there is nothing but enemies around, the web is obviously the superior choice, but there's a lot of allies here and there, and the web can screw things up very badly. Right, not bad.
I guess this is it. We've done what we can. Thank you, God. It's over. It's finally over. Saravok's allies are all... You sure? I'm glad you're all right. I worry about you. Can't you take anything seriously? I don't know why I talk to you sometimes. I really don't.
Corlage is defeated, and the last of Saravok's influence died with her. Your foster father...
On the positive side, we can save a huge amount of time here because we don't have to gather up a party.
It's me,
So all I really have to do now is fight off the assassins and go shopping.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just jumpy because footsteps. Wait, I'm gonna go check it out.
No, there's a lot of little shitty quests you can do here. Yeah, like a really pointless little horse crap. We can come back to this stuff later. We want this certain stuff though, and we want the stuff we need to get identified. Actually, some of this is only for sales purposes anyway. We probably are gonna need a couple of inventory slots for other things, so I'll leave those empty. Okay. Assassins. Kill assassins, get the hell out.
Something's happening. There are people here. Help me! Keep back. I'm warning you. Come any closer and I'll...
Cut her down.
Run if you wish. You'll not.
The hero is here. Take them.
Oh, no.
Are you here? The palace is under attack and... Oh, hells.
They're not all that dangerous. They need a critical hit or something similar to hit me. I'm not really in danger here.
You alright? Are there any more up here? Looks like your friend's ready to join them. Forgive me. I'm Shale Corwin, Captain, Flaming Fist. Enemy forces penetrated the palace. I tried to reach you, but I wish I knew. Duke Eltan has people trying to assemble the Council of Four in the main hall.
Inwin, are you here, girl?
She is here, Grand Duke Janath. But she needs help.
Let me
Just
see
get
her.
on with it.
Fenster and the other heal. The assassin's blades are coated with a mystic poison, but the best thing you can...
Of course, milady. I'll give you a moment to recover yourself and await you on the second floor.
Nothing too interesting here. If we get into any kind of even remotely serious fighting, I can just drink the potions of oils of speed and we'll be fine. Don't think that there's any need for that though.
To arms! There are more assassins about.
Right, these are basically trivial opponents. And the fights are of the difficulty of plot advancement. No real challenge in them.
Charge! Only what you deserve.
40 slashing points in damage.
Only what you
36.
deserve. Charge! Only what you deserve.
24. Yeah, 3 critical hits in a row. That's quite nice.
Is that all of them? The council will want to know you're all right. We should get downstairs. Let's go.
So the danger is over. Just talk,
Let
talk,
us
talk.
begin. You know your host,
Surely,
What do you know of the so-called... I examined...
the symbol of Kayla Argent and her cursed crusade.
on that the cruise somewhere.
It won't be enough. The Crusade's ranks have swelled. After the Iron Crisis, the fists are already stretched perilously thin. Even so...
Excellent.
There is one other thing you should know. I took this parchment from one of the assassin's bodies.
I know the whereabouts of your old allies. Some of them, anyway. The captain here can escort you to them.
Spoken like when you're ready.
You're doing Baldur's Gate a great service. We'll not forget it.
Right. I need to go... check the treasury. My stolen goddamn gold.
You are welcome here.
I don't recall that there were a couple of jewelry pieces here. Except that I can't get to them. Right, since like this time, yeah, for fuck's sake, killed the enemy leader, there is no situation with the torture and the like. I could let the doppelganger out. Don't see why not. For 300 gold, I don't think so. Enjoy your incarceration. I don't really see why I would deal with the doppelganger for such a pitiful amount of gold. I want to get access to that chest, so I guess we'll head up and rest.
You remember me. Surely you do. I heard you talking to Daddy. Daddy hasn't told you everything. Did he mention he thinks Kalar might be one of Baal's children? Yeah, I thought not. We can't talk here. I'll tell you more later.
Right, there would be fairly valuable gemstone worth multiple thousands of gold, and since I'm piss poor at the moment and I do need to do shopping, it's all valuable. I think I'll just head for the shop, do what we can with the equipment and the gems we have, and leave it at that. There are minor tasks to do here, and I don't really recall. Did you get anything good out of them? Probably nothing we need, but it could still offer us gold. That alone would be useful at this stage, because this is one of the better places. Oh, okay, I can't get out. Well, that's bullshit. And I can't rest here either, so I'm basically trapped here for all eternity. Yay. I need another knock spell.
I'm here to help.
That is bullshit. I suppose the game assumes if you have the skills necessary to get in, you have the skills necessary to get out, and it's not exactly wrong. More or less that we're lucky there that I didn't trust my usual instinct to quick save immediately after doing something. That will have landed me in trouble.
Before venturing forth.
I'm here to help.
You are welcome here.
No, I need to go up and rest again. Shit. The moment I touch that, it'll close. Still, we only need one at this point. What a pain in the ass.
You must gather your party before
I think if we have to choose something we absolutely want to buy, it is a scroll case and as much or as many high level spells as we can take. Even specifically spells that we don't have the levels to use, because we don't have a guarantee that we can find them later on. And I currently can already use 4th level spells, but I don't have any, so 5th, 6th level would be perfect. Something along those lines at least. And there's a good chance we won't have access to anything like that. Not that it matters too much. Ooh.
At once. I'm here to help.
The Flaming Fist is trying to keep the peace, but it's an uphill.
I think there was... Oh, for fuck's sakes. There's only one decent shop. The rest is just filled with these little tasks you can do. Short there and worth doing.
We aren't far from the Elfson Tavern. A few people you might want to speak with. Savannah, Koran, and
Might be better to just move on.
Alright, get what you need. I'll cover the door.
There were a couple of smallish tasks in places like these that were worth doing. Okay. The single-use wand. We need to use it fairly quickly so I don't have to carry it around. No, 3. It's still not all that amazing. They are more of a distraction than anything else. Right, Sword of Ruin is not bad, but it's not particularly good either. There's no real reason to hold on to this. Just does a huge amount of critical hit damage. Not a bad thing by any means. Immunity to Confusion might be worthwhile. Elven Chainmail, I don't see any possible reason why I want to keep using that. This has some use, especially for identification. Right, 15,000. Not exactly great, but that's still respectable. And spells are the important parts. I think monster summoning wand, while seemingly useful, is sort of past its usefulness already. It can still be useful here and there, but it's not really the mandatory thing for easy survival anymore. Wand of Sleep is totally worthless. Lightning Wand and Frost Wand could have their uses, but I would have to sacrifice almost all my gold to even get one or two. But we can get 5th level spells. Also, we really need. Cloud Kill is a good one. Monster summoning ones are all worthless. They just don't last long enough, and the monsters they summon are too weak. Domination will be good. Cloud Kill will be good. Resilient Sphere, I rarely use it, but there's nothing wrong with the ability itself. Contagion is incredibly useful. Permanent duration spell, permanent slow effect on a target. Polymorph Cell could be useful, but I doubt it. It's a trickery thing. If you play in some kind of convoluted manner, that could be very useful. Okay, do they have a scroll case? That's really what we need more than anything else. The huge amount of scrolls is a big pain in the ass to manage without a scroll case. Any protection from undead? Probably not. It's too powerful. Look at, yeah, they don't even have a scroll case. That is terrible. There's probably other shops here then that have something like that. Okay, how much inventory space do I have? 5. Case of empty potion bottles. Yeah. We'll also, we might get a potion container out of it ourselves. Any kind of container would be useful. No, he has all the good stuff, right? Peacock Cap. Shield of Egons. Yeah, not useful in the slightest. So, 16,000. 2 extra containers. What the hell is that? Right. Okay, this is much better. I'm not gonna go upstairs to deal with the problem yet. I want to do my shopping.
One at a time, one at a time.
Right. Couple of ski spells. Will take all oils of speed. Any kind of serious area wish to have an oil of speed, we can basically just pop and try to finish the entire place using that. Another will be potions of strength, maybe potions of heroism. I think we should basically get in the mindset that we want some sort of significant buff, so we almost constantly on, so we can clear these areas much faster. Massive increase in chance of hitting, amount of attacks, the damage we do. so on. So unless they have abilities that disable those buffs, we should be able to just walk through them for the most part. How about magic protection? Magic resistance is nice, but automatic saving throws is quite nice too. Okay, spells are still my lifeblood, so I have to get high level spells. Domination, but am I going to use this? It has its uses in a tough fight, but I wouldn't choose this in my regular setup. Hard kill would be much more likely. It's a bit double kill spell basically. Contagion rarely used, but could be useful against a very tough opponent because the permanent slow effect and stat reduction. I still think I would rarely use that. Secret word might be useful. Minor group of invulnerability, pretty much mandatory. Normal missiles aren't usually a problem. Feeblim has a saving throw. This will neuter a melee fighter entirely. There's something that we would really need. There's a lot of good stuff, but not something we absolutely must have. Instantly kills the victim. Yeah, that's somewhat useful. We're unlikely to get it to work though. Yeah, I'm seeing okay stuff. Treated missiles with a +5 bonus to the attack roll, but is it treated as a... What's the magic level of these? I have no idea. Skull traps would allow us to, well, create areas of major traps. Hold person, fundamental in fighting against humans, or any kind of humanoid really. And that's more or less it. Still close to 10,000 left. We could waste that on extra crap. Blur is a decent spell when you need a little bit of extra armor class. Invisibility, I don't think we need it. I might buy it at some point. A lot of this is fine, it's just not particularly useful. We could also go with lightning bolts and protection from lightning, but at the same time, why not just take protection from fire and fireball away? More curse, one of those things you sort of want, usually don't need, but when you really need it, you gotta have it. Right. We should have spells for each level now. And there's a lot of useful spells that I'm sure we can get our access to, but they didn't have them for sale at the moment. Chromatic Orb will not be useful right now. I think if there's a stun effect currently, well, it basically has a potential of instantly killing the target, or ending him at least, not killing him. We need a potion that protects from petrification. I don't want to have that as an ability. Or scroll. Scroll needs to be good. It happens from time to time, and I'm like 100% sure it happens in this game. Plus 10 versus crushing attacks. I'm thinking of buying the magic shield and potion. Just the automatic saving throws. Magic resistance plus 50%. Unlikely to be all that useful, but you know, there are mages and leeches in this game. Yeah, mirrored eyes. There's 2 potions. They'll be enough. And now I'm piss poor. But we're pretty much ready for anything, and that's the important part. Might be able to get some kind of a good spell still. Not sure if there are any good spells I really need to buy. We'll probably find most of it, or don't really need all of it. Maybe secret word. I don't know if we can get it through any other means. Right. Not bad. Not necessarily great either, but we're building our equipment set to handle any trouble that comes our way. I do want to keep certain stuff in my inventory constantly. Otherwise I'll never use it. I would need more strength potions. Another necklace would be better. Yeah, this is fine. This is something I can deal with. Yeah, we won't be drinking the oils of speed, at least when we have like something like half a dozen constantly. But every time we go to a specific adventure area where we're more or less just expecting hostiles and not really talking or anything like that, I think we should be using potions. It'll speed things up, and we are going to get enough that I think we can basically do that and not run out at any point. Even if if we do, I can buy more. I'll try to keep a handful in my potion case, just for the dangerous boss fights. 2 is more than enough for even the last boss fight of the game. More than enough. So everything that we more or less get on top of this is just extra that we can use at any moment, and it doesn't.